Welcome back. This is the final on my 2023 NASCAR group build hosted by Fred Henry over at West Georgia Rod and Custom and Jeff over there at Jeff's Mile Garage. I love this group build. It's good for people that like building NASCARs. It's a place where they can all go and help each other out. Appreciate Fred and Jeff for hosting this. If you don't know them, go give them some love at Just Mile Garage and West Georgia Rod and Custom. I'll leave it in the description. So I did like a semifinal last time. I had a problem with the decals, and I went back in to buy the decals. I got them at Mike's Decals. It's the Peter Max version of this car that Dale Earnhardt ran in, I believe, 2000. And I got a pointer, so I can use the pointer. So the hood when I was clearing, if I can get the words out here, when I was doing the clearing with the Aleene's acrylic clear in the can, I got overzealous and I put too much on the hood and it ate into the decals. You could tell the separation on all these decals. It was pretty crazy. I tried to save it and I couldn't. It didn't look horrible, but I couldn't leave it. So it took me this long. When I went back to buy the decals, Mike was on vacation for a couple of weeks, and then kind of got caught up in other builds. So finally said, I'm going to get those decals and finish this car up. It's really cool looking. I love it. It's a little off center here. Just something different than just your standard livery, if you want to call it that. The paint scheme or whatever. I really like it. It reminds me of Peter Max back in the 70s. He was pretty popular. I had some of his work when I was a kid. Came out cool. What I did with this one, if you don't remember, it's been a while, is I used Createx colors, and there was a color bar on the decal sheet, and sorry about that, and it matched up right in the color right in here, the yellow. So it took like 4 tries, and I finally got it mixed up right. And got it matched up in there. It looks really pretty cool, I think. The other thing I did, since I had another set of decals, the one thing I didn't like originally was this cowl. This was all yellow. There was nothing on here. So I took some of the back end decals, some of the trunk lid decals, and I finished all that up. Kind of made it look like it belonged. It looked kind of odd. It was just the only part of the car, except the spoiler, that wasn't that was just yellow. Which is kind of strange to me, but looks cool now. I like it a lot. So what I did here on the hood, after I did all the decals and let them dry thoroughly, and I've gotten into Createx. So I used the Createx 4053. There's a big old hair. Sorry about that. I'm shedding. And it's a high gloss. And it works well. This is not polished or anything. This is just sprayed on. If I can give you a better look here. The whole thing. Let me see. You can tell. You see the Aleene's versus the Createx. It really looks good. If you polish the Createx up, it looks unbelievable. Got another car I'm working on with that, and it looks really good. So I'm really happy with that. It's touchy. The Createx Clear has a little urethane in it, but it's touchy when it comes to decals. and polishing, like wet sanding. You can't really wet sand. You put a drop of water on there with your finger, do your sanding, and then wipe it off with a paper towel real quick. Otherwise, the water, because it's a water-based paint, it just starts eating away at the clear. But it does work. Looks pretty cool. Hopefully, the next model you'll see it. Hopefully, it turns out great. But anyway, enough of that. I'll show you the. Well, I could probably take the whole thing off, but I'm going to take the whole thing off. But there's a view at the engine. I don't know why I did that, but I can just take this whole thing off like this. These are those slab cars, so it comes apart easy. The best as I could tell in the pictures was that was the only part that was yellow as far as the roll bar or the padding. Everything else was pretty normal. Basic interior, basic chassis or whatever you want to call it. I didn't do anything too fancy. I did detail it up, but nothing extreme. I didn't make my own seat, or basically box stock with the seatbelt decals and everything. I did do the do up the gas tank like David Chin. He had that on his. I thought it looked cool, so I copied him. Thanks, David. It looked really cool. I had to give it a try. Sometimes I do some colors because these get a little bland, so there's some extra color in there on firewall and little things like that. My exhaust is coming apart. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna have to re-glue that. So I'm gonna put a little glue on that to keep it together. But these things go together so good, so no problems there. Cool kit. I'm happy it's finished. Thanks, Jeff and Fred, putting on this group build. I think it's good for people that like the NASCARs. Not a real lot of love out there for them, but I love them. I enjoy it. All right, well, thanks to all my subscribers, Fred and Jeff. This was fun. I hope I can get another one done by the end of the year. We can give it a shot. Talk to you later.